finally glad, I finally get to hear about what you did last week, because I know you've been gone for that last week. In a place called, if I don't get it quite right, the Tamarack Camp somewhere, and I'm not sure specifically where that's located. But what's interesting is you take on this interesting job that's literally braver than I would, is to go out to this campsite. I don't know the details of how you knew about this campsite or anything, that you're willing to take on a lead cook position to cook for 40-plus people. That's already impressive, to willing to do that. And also, I find it extremely willing, impressive to take these strangers that do absolutely nothing about cooking and train them on what they have to do step by step. Okay, you have a limited amount of food because they said this is what you have to last a week, to stretch it out, and you have to study everything and build a menu list based on what you have already. It's not like you can call them, hey, can you come bring over more sauce or anything? You can't do that. It's all in a closed environment. And with this enclosed environment, you are stuck with apparently these two cooks that I don't know their situation or why they're so disrespectful because of their young age or just their general attitude. I don't know. Maybe they just came out of prison. Why they were disrespectful, I wish I kind of knew, kind of add to the drama of in terms of why they started that way. But I love the way how they developed respect for you once you figured out this is what we're gonna do, this is our menu, this is how we bring it, how we stretch it out. And once they begin to work with you, they learn to develop respect for you. And I'm assuming during this experience, you also going through a lot of process of learning how to deal with difficult people. Something you can probably teach me someday. I'd appreciate that. Now, in terms of using pauses, I think you handled your pauses perfectly. But one thing that just sort of distracting, I'll say that when you get out of a pause, well, you see, you gotta not do that so much because it kind of distracts a bit from that sentence. You understand? You know what I mean? I mean, maybe for a regular conversation it might be okay, but for a speech, I didn't do the speech contest and stuff in the future. Well, that perhaps we've got to go unless your characterization of a specific character. And overall, I'm glad to see that you're back making speeches again, something I ought to do someday. And overall, if you can also disrespect, maybe build some drama in terms of what got them to be so disrespectful in the beginning, and maybe the specific moment that how they finally you got that respect and they start respecting you after that. And that was interesting how you start off with the guy with the not speaking for a while with the syrup, but eventually got around to talking. But a little more to say, but no more time. So that ends my evaluation for Jenna's speech.